As we segue now to the main event of Friday Night Smackdown, some more bloodline drama involving the only one. I love Roman having a shirt for every occasion. The real one, the only tribal chief that matters, as he is still the Universal Champion, one belt now. I think we retired the other two for right now from appearances on television. We have Solo by his side, as well as Paul Heyman's who's getting really gray in the back of his head for the last piece of hair that he does have left back there. And Roman is telling Calgary, Alberta, Canada to acknowledge him. He's getting booed out the building, and he tells Wise Man to basically demand that Jimmy appear before them. Where is Jimmy to acknowledge me? And Paul's like, well, he's not here right now. I tried to reach out to him earlier today. Still kind of salty with you, but Jimmy does appear through the crowd, all black, looking guilty as sin. And Roman is acting like the host of Let's Make a Deal. I can give you a boat. I can give you a house. I can give you this. I can give you that. I can give you a car. I can give you whatever what you did for me this past Saturday at SummerSlam. And Jimmy doesn't want anything from Roman. He did not do it for him. For some weird reason, he did it for Jey, and Jey comes out and he is pissed off at his entire family, and he wants to know why, Jimmy, why? And Jimmy is going to come up with the following excuse to say, I did not want you to end up like our Usos over here. I did not want you to be a power hungry control freak like Roman. I wanted you to still be you. So I did what I did because I love you, because I cannot stand to see you go down the same path as him, to go down this road of being a power hungry tribal chief on the rampage for years at a time. He cannot bear that for his brother. That was his reasoning behind what he did. And we have Roman chirping in once again, begging to be acknowledged, begging to be recognized. And Jey super kicks Roman, goes after Solo. Paul flees. Jimmy doesn't know what to do. Jimmy thinks, well, I made my piece of what I did. I'm sure my brother can forgive me for this, right? No, Jey super kicks Jimmy. Jimmy's sell of the super kick was everything. Just laid out, stretched out, dead on the floor. And then Jey basically says, I'm out. I am out of WWE. I am done with this shit. He walks up the ramp, chucks up the deuces. He's done. He actually goes to the crowd. I'm sorry. He goes to the crowd. He pieces out, and WWE is playing this up. He actually has this ongoing via social media, and WWE.com is he's been moved to the alumni section. So that's how far WWE's taken it. So right now, Jey Uso is written out of WWE storylines for now, kind of put things on ice. And for that, I agree. Let's let things breathe for a bit. Let's see how SmackDown carries on without the bloodline for a while. I'm sure that Jey will come back in due time, but I do wonder how far the Usos will go in order to find their way back to each other, because this was quite the betrayal by Jimmy. I kind of bought into his reasoning because he saw firsthand what power can do. But at the same time, Jey wanted the title, and the title of Tribal Chief, and his own brother, his own twin, took that from him.
Yeah, the reason is not going to hold up. And if you want to catch Jey Uso, I'm sure he'll show up at Impact 1000 to confront Jimmy's wife.
What?
And ask him, what in the world was your husband thinking? Come find out next time on WWE Payback. No, or maybe House of Glory. I would actually when is it House? No, not House of Glory. Reality of Wrestling. That's the one Booker T owns, right? Reality of Wrestling. Isn't that the Booker T's promotion?
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't mind Jey showing up there. Have him just show up as some of these. Hopefully Triple H has worked out a deal where he is going to show up at random places, really kind of build and add to it. We talked about how do they stretch this out? How do they make us not want this match right or not? How do they not give us this match right away? And here we go. One of them goes away for a while. Now we can kind of build up Jimmy for a little bit. So then when Jey comes back, maybe around Survivor Series or something like that, it'll be a big deal. But I thought Jey Uso came across as the biggest babyface on the entire roster outside of Cody Rhodes tonight. The way he was just laying people out, I hope the spear stays in his repertoire going forward. I hope that's something he picks up and continues to use. I love the way he was talking to the crowd like deuces ooses. I loved all that. I hope that's a t-shirt. Absolutely, that's a t-shirt. But yeah, I think Jey came off fantastic in this entire thing.
He didn't lose anything from losing to Roman at SummerSlam. I think the match was, upon further analysis, was kind of there due to Roman being hurt early on. But the heat that Jey still has as a babyface is pretty strong. The fans love him. We can't print up a shirt right now because he quit WWE, but it'll be ready to go upon his return and storyline whenever it takes place. But yeah, he was a badass. Love the spear, whooping up on his entire family because he's over the bullshit and he's done. And if he actually shows up at Impact 1000, I'm going to laugh my ass off because why not have a do with Impact Wrestling? Let's have some talent negotiations here and there to bring some synergy to the show. So I would love to see it. We'll see about it. But yeah, a very unique ending to SmackDown with Jimmy's explanation as to why he did what he did to his brother out of love. But we all know from an earlier promo, the night they both flipped on Roman, Jimmy has always been jealous of Jey's position in the family as the right-hand man. And he didn't think he was worthy of that title. And he was getting hella jealous if Jey actually became the leader of the family as the true tribal chief.